Benvenuto! Welcome to Cherry Hill Home Cooking. My name is Mark. Today we're going to make sausage balls, mini sausage meatballs, sausage hors d'oeuvres, whatever you call them, they're delicious. Now we're going to try to make this recipe a little bit more carb friendly. And really the only thing I've done to achieve that is I've replaced either some recipes call for Bisquick or use flour. I've replaced that with coconut flour, okay? Also, if you don't have coconut flour, which you probably don't unless you're eating a keto diet or doing low carbs, you can also use, I know I had it somewhere, oh, it's right in front of me. You can use potato starch. Now that will add a bit more carbohydrates to it, but either way, it's cutting the carbs down a little bit. All right, so these are sausage balls. So today I'm going to use Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage, okay? You can use virtually any kind of sausage you want. You can use chicken sausage, turkey sausage, beef sausage, Italian sausage, whatever you want. 1 pound, all right? And then for the spices with this one, we're going to do some garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, whatever your favorite Italian seasoning is. And you might find this a little strange, but this recipe calls for baking powder, okay? That's going to make them, puff up a little bit and it makes them delicious, okay? And then we need some cheese, all right? I happen to have 2 cups of finely grated, this is a triple cheese, triple cheddar. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want. Again, make sure if you're going to grind it yourself, do it on the small grind setting, okay? And we need 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese brought to room temperature. Now, once these are cooked, you can dip these in anything you want. They're delicious with ranch dressing, some type of mayonnaise and salt and pepper and garlic powder and so on and so forth in it. My mother always used she always made this a lot on the holidays, and she always used hot jelly pepper. This happens to be the Stonewell Kitchen's hot pepper jelly, which is expensive, but it's delicious. Okay. Other than mixing these things together, which we're going to do it in a mixing bowl, okay? Now, if you want to do this by hand, of course, go right ahead and do it. And I'm just going to jump into it since we got everything here. I'm going to put my 1/2 cup of coconut flour in my mixing bowl. We need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And at least according to our taste, we need 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, of course. Always remember to put that right back on because you're going to lose it if you don't, and then you're going to open this up someday and pour a whole bunch of it into something you don't want. All right, and then we're going to have 1 teaspoon of our Italian seasoning. All right, so then we're going to throw this on the mixer and get that mixed together. Now I've got my oven preheated to 350. Again, if you want to do this by hand, put this in your bowl, whisk it together. Just want to get that all nicely incorporated together. All right, and let's throw our 2 cups of cheese in here. Now, sometimes when you're mixing meat like this or you're making meatballs, you might not want to do it in a mixer just because some people think it will make the meat tough. I have done this in both ways, and I can't tell a difference. So we'll just give that a little stir together. All right, and the reason we cut that into cubes is just to make it a little bit easier to start to incorporate it. Mine is probably, could maybe be a little softer, but it should be okay. another one in every few seconds, 20, 30, 10, 15 seconds. Like I said, this could be a little bit more room temperature, but it'll be fine. Once we get our meat in there, that will get everything mixed together. Now, I've got my scoop here. If you, depending upon how big you want them and how many you want to get out of this, you can use a scoop. You can use a tablespoon to roll them up. We'll throw that one in. And like I said, these travel really well. You can serve them hot. You can serve them warm. And again, if you're making these to bring them someplace, cook them up, throw them in a big bowl, throw them in the microwave maybe for a minute or so before you serve them, and they'll be delicious. All right, so then we got our sausage, and you can see that has all come together nicely, even though our cream cheese wasn't that soft. And we can even just we'll throw those 2 big pieces in there. Give it a turn. We're going to actually do several videos today, and we're going to do appetizers. So I got a lot of stuff out here. That in. Got one in, one more piece.
What kind of sausage is that?
This is Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage.
It smells good.
Doesn't it smell good? Yep. And that's just about mixed in together. Smells delicious. Okay, so now comes the hard part, right, guys? I'm gonna just get some rubber gloves or whatever the heck they are. So, I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but sometimes you might hear in a recipe it says food quality latex gloves. So some latex gloves you might get are coated in a powdery substance, probably talcum powder or something like that. You don't want to use those ones. Of course, you want to use ones that are not powdered. So if it says food quality or food ready, that's what it means. I got a cookie sheet here with some parchment paper. I'm going to plug that off in case it accidentally turns on. We don't want our fingers stuck in there. All right, we can give that just a little bit mix, bring it all together. That looks good. All right, so the next part of this is simple, guys. Like I said, I'm going to use my little scoop so they come out somewhat even. So you take it, pack it in there. And then, of course, that's going to depend upon how big you want the meatballs. You can make them a little bit smaller if you use a smaller scoop, or just use a teaspoon. And inch or so apart, they're not going to spread really or anything, so you don't have to worry about them running into each other. But I would say using the medium-sized scoop, we're going to get a good 20 of these out of there. All right. I don't think it'd be very exciting for you guys to watch me do this, and you might close off the video and go someplace else. So I'm going to save you the torture, and we'll be back when I have them all rolled out. What? All right, we got everything rolled out. What did I get? I can't remember now. I did 21 or 22 meatballs out of that. All right, preheated oven, 350, middle rack. And that's going to take about 20, 25 minutes. Okay, set a timer for 25 minutes.
Okay, 25 minutes. Starting now.
And I'll take a peek at them in around 20 minutes, but I'm pretty sure it's going to need 25 minutes. All right, see you in a little bit. Okay, so I checked our sausage balls at 20 minutes. I wanted them a little browner. I checked them at 25. I still wanted them a little browner, so I've left them in for 30. But that's going to depend upon how brown you want them. All right. They smell delicious. Now I can't see. Let's bring them on over to the counter here. And we can give them a quick temperature check. Make sure they're done. I'm pretty certain they are. That's good. We're almost up to 200. That's more than well done. All right, guys. That's all there is to it. You might want to let them cool down a little bit more. We'll plate them up. We'll take a nice picture. And we'll give them a taste. See you in a little while. Well, this is actually take 2 of our tasting. Because we ate everything and then we realized something was wrong. No, we only said take a few bites, but we'll start from the beginning. So, again, we're back after cooking. The best part of cooking is eating. As I said before, we're doing this a little bit differently. We've done 3 videos today, 3 hors d'oeuvre videos today, and we're gonna taste them all at the same time. You're gonna have to wait for the next video to come out. What did you call it? 3?
Yep.
3 videos?
3 videos, 1 tasting. Yep.
All right. So, since we rehearsed it so well, and the first time we did it, it was perfect, we'll kind of do the same. Let's start with our sausage balls. Sausage meatballs, all right? Cocktail balls, whatever you want to call them. As I said the first time around, the nice thing about all 3 of these hors d'oeuvres is you can serve them hot out of the oven, room temperature. They're delicious either way. Of course, there's meat in here, so keep the rule of, anything that can spoil within 2 hours. It should either go back up above heating temperature or to the cold temperature, which I can't think of what it's off my head. But anyway, so I take a bite.
Wow.
Those are delicious. I mean, we just ate one, and it's not like we've never had them, but those are just delicious.
Yeah, good.
Now, which I didn't say on the other one, what's interesting is that little bit of coconut flour just gives it that, I can't describe. It almost tastes like, because normally you would make this with Bisquick in a recipe. A lot of recipes call for the same thing with Bisquick, and it tastes almost the exact same. But with these, it cuts out the carbs a little bit. And this is our hot jelly, or our pickle jelly.
Pepper jelly?
Pepper jelly, okay. Which I've always liked, and Wade has discovered he thinks he likes a lot.
I mean, yeah, I don't. Even though it says pepper in it, it doesn't seem that hot to me.
No, it's just got a little bit of kick in the back.
It enhances the flavor of the meatballs.
Yeah.
Wow.
To me, it's kind of like, because a lot of times when you have, because I use pork meatballs or pork sausage, a lot of times we have applesauce or cranberry sauce with pork.
That's pretty good. We can double dip because it's only Mark and I here.
Yeah. It's just the 2 of us eating this time. All these recipes made so much, we're going to have to send some to work tomorrow. Right, and then the second one we made today was our, I should have gotten up since we had to retape this. I can't remember the name of these, but anyway, you'll look at these delicious little mini hors d'oeuvres, little buttermilk biscuits with a delicious sausage stuffing. These are fantastic. I wasn't going to eat both of them, but now I have to. So.
Very good.
And look at how nice. They're soft and fluffy. It's cooked all the way through. Now, this also goes delicious, I think, with the jelly. You can use these as a breakfast sausage or a breakfast dish if you want. I always use them as hors d'oeuvres. Anyway, delicious.
That is good. Just delicious.
As I said earlier, I've been eating low carb, so I don't eat that much white bread. And those muffins are delicious. That's the only time I miss it is when I start eating it. Those are good. All right, now
Our third
the third one.
hors d'oeuvre.
His mother used to call them cheese puffs. I don't know why.
Cheese what?
Cheese puffs.
Oh,
and they're really not, I guess, but cheese dreams, I think the recipe is called. Those have always been one of my favorite. Now the meatballs. These are low carb, keto, but of course the other two are not. So, these remind me of crabbies.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But without the crab, and I don't like crabs, so but this is decadent with the butter.
That is so good. Wow. That is simple.
That is. Well, the bread will get your carb out of whack, and the butter will give you a heart attack, but it's worth it. And again, it's delicious, I think.
Oh, yeah.
With the jelly. Oh, wow.
That is so good. All of them are good.
That's all I got to say. Well, I hope you watch all three of our videos. I hope you like them. But more so, I hope you make them because they really are delicious. And this time of year, you're going to be going to cookouts and barbecues and so on and so forth. And these are good at any celebration throughout the year.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for watching our videos. Please remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.
Ciao.
Bye.
Yum.
These are all excellent.